My Chemical Romance has released a statement paying tribute to their former drummer Bob Bryar, who has died at the age of 44. He first joined the band back in 2004, shortly after the release of their album 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. He would tour heavily in support of that album with the band and appears in almost every music video from that record. Bryar also played on the band's critically acclaimed album, The Black Parade, and the band earlier this month announced a stadium tour in support of that record. Bryar would subsequently depart the band in 2010, making him the longest tenured drummer in the band's history. Here's what the band had to say. Last week, the music world learned the shocking news of former My Chemical Romance drummer Bob Bryar's death. He was located deceased in his Tennessee home last week, and according to TMZ, was last seen alive on November 4th. Bryar was previously a tour manager and sound engineer, working with bands like The Used and Thrice. And it was while he was on tour with The Used when he befriended members of My Chemical Romance. It's said that Bryar had to relearn the drums as he hadn't played in years before joining My Chemical Romance, after having spent so much time working as a sound engineer. In a 2016 interview with Alternative Press, Bryar recalled the experience of recording The Black Parade with My Chemical Romance. He said, "As we were recording the record, I was getting more and more excited. It was turning out to be a very complete and a very entertaining audio story. I would sit in my apartment with my roommates, the genius Patrick Stump, and my best dude, Matt Cortez, and listen to everything we had worked on that day while taking notes. I was nervous that it may not be well received by old school My Chem fans, but also had a feeling that they had grown just like us and would probably love it. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but I really feel every part of that record, down to the artwork, is pretty unbeatable. I hope these songs will be around for a long time." My Chemical Romance took to social media a short time ago to issue a heartfelt tribute to Bob Bryar. They wrote, "It is with a heavy heart that we say goodbye to Bob Bryar, our former bandmate and an important part of the history of My Chemical Romance. We send our deepest condolences to his friends and family at this time. May he rest in peace." A cause of death has not been revealed at this time, and according to TMZ, foul play is not suspected. My Chemical Romance would end up going on hiatus back in 2013, but the band ended up reuniting in 2019. Several weeks ago, My Chemical Romance announced a stadium tour celebrating the Black Parade, scheduled to kick off on July 11th in Seattle, Washington. After his departure from My Chemical Romance, Bryar would work behind the scenes for several years on tours, before he later announced his departure from music in October of 2014. We're sending our condolences out to his family and friends during this time. Rest in peace.